Macomb is 4 days from implementing the new fiscal year's budget. As of now, it is more than $4 million higher than last year's.
WGEM's Dylan Smith spoke with city officials and joins us in the newsroom now. And Dylan, what is the reason for the increase?
Well, Daniel and Mackenzie, the budget accounts for several large one-time expenditures, and that's one reason Mayor Michael Inman says is for the increase. Now, most notably, the $38.5 million budget calls for $425,000 in upgrades to the fire department and $300,000 for a special census. Now, overall, Inman isn't worried about expenditures outweighing revenue because the difference is solely those one-time projects. Now, coming out of the current fiscal year, Inman projects the city will have a $7 million surplus.
This has been just like every other year. We tend to overestimate expenses, underestimate revenue. So this $2 million out of balance that we project going into this is likely to be less than that when we end the fiscal year next year.
And the reason for conducting a special census, Inman says, is because he believes the 2020 census came in lower than expected. And he says a more accurate number could restore tens of thousands of dollars in funding. In the newsroom, Dylan Smith, WGEM News.
Thank you, Dylan. And the city conducted a special census after the 2010 census, which Inman says recovered more than 2,500 people.